When Elden Ring launched in February 2022, it wasn't just another release from FromSoftware, it was a phenomenon, a masterpiece that would etch itself into the annals of gaming history, already celebrated for iconic titles like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice. FromSoftware raised the bar yet again with Elden Ring. The game quickly ascended to legendary status, earning an impressive score of 96 on Metacritic, and securing the must-play accolade. It wasn't just a game, it was a world, a challenge, and an adventure like no other. As the dust settled and players thought they had conquered every corner of the lands between, FromSoftware unveiled a new chapter, Shadow of the Erdtree. This highly anticipated expansion was met with the same enthusiasm, scoring a remarkable 95 on Metacritic. In our review, we hailed it as a fitting conclusion to FromSoftware's biggest, most successful title to date. It guides the player by the hand into a brand new world of mystery and intrigue, treats them to some of the most memorable fights in the series, and rounds things off the only way FromSoftware knows how, leaving you wondering what the hell just happened. For fans familiar with FromSoftware's games, one thing is certain, difficulty is a given. The challenge is part of the allure, and Shadow of the Erdtree does not disappoint in this regard. Echoing the increased difficulty seen in expansions like Dark Souls II's The Ringed City, and Bloodborne's The Old Hunters, Shadow of the Erdtree ramps up the challenge, leading some players to express frustration on platforms like Steam. Yet, this heightened difficulty is part of the charm, a gauntlet thrown down by the developers to their dedicated fanbase. Bandai Namco, the publisher, acknowledged the challenge and offered some sage advice for those struggling. On their official Twitter account, they suggested leveling up the Scotty Tree Blessing, this seemingly minor boost, offering a 4% increase in damage dealt and a 2% reduction in damage taken, can make a significant difference, especially as your character progresses. It's advice worth heeding, and one I've personally found invaluable. Shadow of the Erdtree is available now on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. It feels like a tribute to FromSoftware's greatest hits, blending the best, and sometimes the most frustrating, elements from their previous games. As an expansion to the critically acclaimed Elden Ring, it offers everything one could hope for, a brand new world filled with mysteries, stunning vistas, and world-ending threats, all crafted to challenge even the most seasoned players. To access this new realm, you must first conquer Starscourge Rodden and Mog, Lord of Blood, unlocking the path forward through Miquella's corpse egg thing in Mog's arena. Upon entry, you are greeted by the Shadow Realm, a new world teeming with dangers and wonders, and a new mission, find Miquella. The Shadow Realm, while not as expansive as the lands between, is vast enough to keep you exploring for hours. Its design is more linear, yet it teases you with inaccessible areas, challenging you to find a way down the cliffs without shattering your skeleton. Verticality is key here, and the landscape's complexity means you'll need to keep a keen eye out for paths and secrets. The scenery, much like in the base game, is breathtaking. The world transforms with the time of day, making familiar places feel new again. There were moments when I'd stop to watch the sunset over the sea, reminiscent of Dark Souls 2's Majula, adding a layer of nostalgic beauty to the harsh world. But it's the gameplay that keeps you coming back. Shadow of the Erdtree is one of the most challenging DLCs FromSoftware has ever created, rivaling the difficulty of Dark Souls II's The Ringed City. Even with fully upgraded gear, my +10 Mimic Tear, and the powerful new weapons and talismans, the expansion tested my skills and resolve. Yet, it's this very challenge that makes the victory so satisfying. Every boss defeated feels like a hard-earned triumph. The scenery, much like in the base game, is breathtaking. The world transforms with the time of day, making familiar places feel new again. There were moments when I'd stop to watch the sunset over the sea, reminiscent of Dark Souls 2's Majula, adding a layer of nostalgic beauty to the harsh world. But it's the gameplay that keeps you coming back. Shadow of the Erdtree is one of the most challenging DLCs FromSoftware has ever created, rivaling the difficulty of Dark Souls II's The Ringed City. Even with fully upgraded gear, my +10 Mimic Tear, and the powerful new weapons and talismans, the expansion tested my skills and resolve. Yet, it's this very challenge that makes the victory so satisfying. Every boss defeated feels like a hard-earned triumph. The new bosses are a highlight. Avoiding spoilers, I'll mention too, the Divine Beast Dancing Lion and Mesmer the Impaler, both featured in the gameplay trailer. The Dancing Lion, the first boss you encounter, is a whirlwind of deadly grace, embodying the dance-like combat that is a hallmark of Soulsborne games. Mesmer, the face of the DLC, is a spectacle, a boss fight that feels monumental, combining an intriguing story, a striking design, and a diverse moveset. He may very well be my favorite boss in the entire FromSoftware catalog. While most bosses are well designed, a few felt overly challenging at times. But they are certainly beatable, and future balancing updates might address these issues. For those struggling, Shadow of the Erdtree offers a variety of tools to aid you on your journey. New weapons, cracked tiers, spells, armor sets, and talismans are scattered throughout the world, hidden in dungeons, or locked behind powerful enemies. These items bolster existing builds and inspire new ones, offering fresh strategies for tackling the expansion's challenges. My favorite addition is the new martial arts moves, allowing your character to perform impressive kicks and leg sweeps without a weapon. There's also a talisman that buffs two-handed weapons, and a spell for healing allies from a distance, perfect for those who summon help or use the Mimic Tear. Collectibles like the Scotty Tree Blessings and Revered Spirit Ash Blessings enhance your abilities, providing a welcome boost when you need it most. These blessings are specific to the DLC, ensuring that the challenge remains consistent outside the Shadow realm. Despite its many strengths, Shadow of the Erdtree isn't without its flaws. Locking the DLC behind Mog, Lord of Blood, seems a curious decision. Many players, myself included, enjoy venturing into DLC areas early for a head start, but fighting Mog early in the game is a daunting task. This may affect how players integrate the new items into their playthroughs. The map's verticality also presents challenges. While Sites of Grace guide you to story objectives, many impressive areas can be easily missed if you can't figure out how to reach them. This can be frustrating, as Elden Ring's world is always worth exploring. Shadow of the Erdtree also feels like a FromSoftware greatest hits collection, incorporating elements from Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and more. While this evokes nostalgia, it sometimes feels like a double-edged sword. Certain enemies and bosses felt recycled, and a few encounters bordered on frustrating due to their design. Despite these gripes, the overall experience remains overwhelmingly positive. In conclusion, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree is a fitting finale to FromSoftware's most ambitious title. It takes players on a journey through a new world of mystery and danger, offers unforgettable battles, and ends with the kind of enigmatic storytelling that leaves you pondering long after the credits roll. It's a testament to FromSoftware's mastery of their craft, a challenge to their fans, and a worthy addition to the legacy of Elden Ring.